You guys had to know this one was coming. I've been waiting to make this video, and if you guys would like to support it, you can just drop a comment down below what you think is true and what you think is not true. Because today, here at Esports Talk, my name is Jake. What is up, people? I break to all of you my conspiracy theory. Finally, I have put it together. It has taken some time. If you guys are a frequent viewer of the channel, I talked about this in a small segment a couple weeks back, but it is true. I do believe the FaZe Clan versus Tfue conspiracy to be true, and their partnership to maybe not be done in the future. And why I'm actually saying this, don't worry for all of you stressors out there, because a guy like Turner Tenney, otherwise known as Tfue, and FaZe Banks, of course, a huge name when it comes to talking about FaZe Clan, they've not just hung out once. They've not just partied once, that equals twice. They've actually hung out or partied 3 times together. And we've caught it all in recordings / Instagram stories. I've showed you guys these clips individually as well. At least 3 times, these two parties, who, by the way, are suing each other for millions of dollars, are somehow overcoming that bad blood, which, by the way, if you remember back to when this first was announced, we all know Banks is about as fiery a spirit in esports and gaming that you're ever going to see, all right? If you piss him off, you will really piss him off. He loves loyalty, and you know who was not loyal to him in those moments? That was a guy like Tfue, and Banks certainly felt heartbroken, betrayed. If there's a stronger word I could use, I certainly would for all of you. But all of a sudden, months later, as the lawsuit slowly comes to what we think might be a close sometime this summer, maybe sooner, sometime this year, I think is probably with a certain degree of certainty to say, all of a sudden, these guys are hanging out. We also have Tfue, by the way, still using Twop. That's actually the FaZe Clan editor. They're also making jokes about him in their house reveal, albeit it's just jokes. Obviously, it's just jokes, but it does present the question. If not a conspiracy theory out there, I'm not going to boldly say that Tfue is going to rejoin FaZe Clan after he or they win the lawsuit. If he did, that would be utter madness, of course. But to sit back and say these parties can actually sue each other for millions of dollars and then just hang out and party on the side with a sign that says Turner X Banks. That's the weirdest part to me, as if they went out and knew. Like that's a partnership, right? When I say Jake X girl name, that's like we're in a partnership, or Jake X so-and-so, like that's my duo. If you have a sign that you bring to a club to party out with each other, that shows me that you're certainly at least friends, right? Which is crazy you can somehow be friends amidst all of this drama, controversy, lawsuit stuff. And so I will leave you guys on this note. The jokes have been made. They've been hanging out plenty. I think a lot of us can agree they're certainly at least friends, which is a bit weird. If it's not weird, then maybe you're a bit too diehard of a fan of either side here, because to me, it's certainly weird as well. I'll leave you guys on this. Think about the publicity that both of these sides has gotten, the traction both of these sides has gotten from this. Yes, backlash, albeit FaZe Clan got a ton of backlash from diehard Tfue fans, vice versa. Tfue got raged on by all the FaZe Clan diehard fans themselves. But think about the sheer publicity, the sheer numbers that this kind of thing drew in. I know you guys are talking about, of course, it's going to cost a large chunk of money to actually go through with this lawsuit. You are correct, but just think about the sheer value they get out of these kind of things. I present to you guys 2 examples, one of which was actually Jake Paul. If you guys don't know Jake Paul, he got fake married a while back to Tana Mojo, and that was publicity stunt just because it was worth it for both their followings to acquire all of those views and impressions from that fake marriage. Obviously, they spent a lot less on that fake marriage than Tfue would on this lawsuit and FaZe Clan would, but I give you guys a second example as well, maybe one that's more close to heart and makes sense. 100 Thieves, not too long ago during the Super Bowl for the NFL, during halftime gave up, or Cash App I should say, gave up $500,000 for an Uno tournament. And they themselves saw that as a positive return. I believe there was 30 to 40K concurrent viewers throughout the halftime show watching these guys play Uno for $500,000, and that to them, that simple couple hour long stream during a halftime of a Super Bowl was financially worth it to a company we think like Cash App, all the impressions they garnered. Now imagine, just imagine the kind of impressions so far around the Tfue and FaZe Clan lawsuit. I don't think any of us can actually articulate those numbers because they will take some time to come by. On this channel alone, there's probably a couple 100,000 views about that single controversy. Is it worth it? Was it worth it? Certainly, I think that the question has to be begged. Was it done for publicity? Will Tfue rejoin FaZe? Maybe no, maybe no. But certainly the fact they're hanging out, all these jokes and everything going on, it's suspicious, right? I think it draws the question. Or maybe I'm just going insane during this quarantine from coronavirus. Maybe I'll just blame that. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. My name is Jake here from Esports Talk, covering every story I can, every chance I get. This is my 8th grade confirmation jacket, and I guess we'll find out in the future if we confirmed anything today.